We're here talking with Gino Long. Gino,
Yes.
when did you start listening to reggae music?
1977, 78, oh, 78.
So what was the group that got you started?
Outlaws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
it was
so you didn't hear it
Outlaws.
before then?
Not really. I heard Bob Marley. And yeah, pretty much Bob Marley. And when I went to California in 77, I saw a reggae band called the Tasmanian Devils, and I had no idea what reggae was at that time, so it pretty much captured my interest watching them do it, and it was different. I was a rocker. I wasn't used to the simplicity of reggae and how cool it was and how cool it could be.
So you heard Ital here in Cleveland, and then...
Yeah, because, well, this is when me and Chopper were hanging out, and he joined Ital, and he said, "Hey, you got to come see." And I went and saw it, and it was great. It was really cool. And I got the reggae bug from him and Ital. How
long did you play? I understand you sat in with Ital and played with him a little bit.
Yeah, I did. You know, they let me sit in, and I'd do some gigs with them here and there, and it was just a lot of fun because it was something totally cool.
So, other than Ital, what other bands have you been a member of?
Well, I was in 1981. I was in a reggae band called Spirit Eye, and that was Cleveland reggae people. And did that for about 2 years, I guess, something like that, 2.5 years. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that a lot too, because that's when I finally got my own reggae shoes going. And it was a lot of fun. We played all over the place, where we could anyway. Yeah, we did.
And what were the other members in that?
Oh gosh, in Spirit Eye, it was everybody from Cleveland. Let's see, it was Buddy Hammond on guitar, who was with Kaya before that, I believe. Doc, who I think he's in DC now or something like that. But he started Harambe after that. Cellist, who is no longer with us. Raymond Cole, who was the lead singer, who now lives on some fantastic island on the other side of Jamaica, doing pretty well for himself. And then we had various drummers and me.
Did you guys tour at all, or was it?
Yeah, we did a lot of running around, as much as we were allowed to at the time. Between Cleveland and then your standard Columbus, Cincinnati, stuff like that. We got to Portland, Maine, and Boston, and a couple other places. Can't remember exactly where, but yeah, we got around doing that also. So.
How long was Spirit Eye around?
For about 3 years, maybe 4 years, something like that.
So then what happened after that?
Well, I kind of I just floated from just playing with people here and there, not really in a band, but just playing with whoever called me and whoever needed a guitar player. That's what I did until I'm trying to remember what year it was. I think it was 85, something like that, 1985, when I joined First Light.
So they had already started?
Yes, First Light had been around for about 2 years when I joined them. So I got lucky enough. It's really funny because the thing is that the job that I was working at, I worked there for like 12 years. And I quit. And 2 days later, I was in First Light. So I figured this is what I was supposed to be doing. Because it was like 2 days later, literally, I was in First Light.
That's wild.
So
how successful did First Light as a group?
We did really well. We did really well. We played everywhere. We did lots of things. We've done lots of shows with lots of people, from reggae to rock to you name it, to Rick Springfield. I mean, we did lots of shows. We had a lot of fun doing it. And it was a great time. We had a wonderful time doing it.
So what is your favorite First Light story?
Oh gosh, what I could tell people, huh?
Right.
I don't know if I really have a favorite First Light story because we had a good time every time we played. I mean, it was always fun. We always had a great time, and just about every time we played, we had a great time playing, and we clicked so well together. And
No funny stories that you can share? Not one.
A funny story that I could share. Gosh, come back to me on that one. Let me think of it.
Okay, we're going to come back to that one at the end.
I know, you're going to hold me to it.
That's right.
Well, other than Rick Springfield, are there any other major acts that you opened for?
Oh gosh, we opened for just about every reggae band you could think of. From the Mighty Diamonds to Black Uhuru to Steel Pulse to Third World to gosh, Aswad, Ziggy Marley. We opened for bands like Living Colour. We opened for Meatloaf. We opened for let's see, gosh, we did Living Colour a few times because we had fun playing with them. And we even actually had River Phoenix's band over for us, and that was in Chicago. And he had a band called Alakazattic. And yeah, it was pretty cool because it was like this River Phoenix. But it was nice. It was fun.
What about The Clash?
The Clash was the first Light gig.
Okay.
Was with The Clash. And believe it or not, I wasn't in the band. But it was a good feather. I could tell people anyway, even though I wasn't there yet. That was the first Light gig, was The Clash.
That's cool.
So, what about Sammy's Good Eye? I remember that group.
Sammy's
How did
Good
that
Eye.
come about?
Well, that was me and, well, basically Chopper saying, hey, we want to do some rock stuff on top of, First Light because we were a reggae rock. We did it our way, the way we wanted to do it. And Sammy's Good Eye gave us the outlet to just be out and out rock. We could rock it however we wanted to. And we had a lot of fun doing that too. And we made it work really well. It was a lot of fun.
Did you play a lot of original music, or was it?
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Yeah, we did more originals than copies, probably.
Okay.
And that was Chopper. He was the writer for that, and he did a lot of good stuff. And we had a lot of fun doing that too.
Okay. So now we can talk about the Outlaws I&I.
Yes.
So how did you get involved with that project?
Well, Butchie needed a guitar player one day. And it just so happens I wasn't doing anything. So he gave me a call. And he said, you want to do this gig? And I said, sure. And one gig led to another gig to where I just started playing with the band all the time. And now that band has totally evolved into what it is today. And believe it or not, that's... Most of the members, well, all of the members except for Butch are First Light members.
Right.
And we all got back together to do this because, we love playing what we play. And we're doing it. We're having fun doing that also.
Hey, you guys sound really good.
Well, thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. We strive for it.
That Grog Shop show was...
Yeah, we strive for it. That's the whole idea. Is to
That was
sound
nice.
So what are your thoughts about the Cleveland reggae music scene?
Well, it's not like it was. But that's just a matter of progression, more or less. Because of course, when the reggae scene was fresh, everybody was, into it into a way where it was just phenomenal. That everybody wanted to be a part of the reggae scene, and it made the reggae scene really big. And now, people are still into it. People are still get into the reggae scene. It's just that, I don't know if it's because I'm older and they're younger. I don't know what it is, but it's become a mainstay. That it has. I mean, the reggae scene is here. And we might have to work a little harder at this point for it. Because, like I said, the natural progression of music, people's general listening of music makes them branch out to what else is out there to be listened to. And that's understandable. That's human nature. So that's what makes you want to keep your music fresh, to keep people coming back to see it.
But it seems like there's been a resurgence of
Definitely.
Yeah,
lately.
Yeah, it is. I think people are getting a new interest in it, and we're trying to make it fun.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to keep the fun in reggae because that's what it's all about. It's a music that's just, you don't have to think about anything but having a good time.
Right.
You know, even if reggae talks a lot about social issues, you know, the bottom line is to enjoy hearing what you hear. You know, and the good part is if you do get the message out of it, that's even better.
Right.
So.
Because you know, recently when we were at Beachland Ballroom, those kids seemed to be really enthusiastic about, you know, hearing it, and it was like it seemed like they were being exposed to it for the first time, or you know, they were really excited.
I mean, a lot of them could be, you know, and you know, they've heard Bob Marley or they've heard Ziggy Marley and things like that, and then they want to experience, you know, reggae in a different way, and they come see us or, you know, some of the other reggae bands in Cleveland, and we open them up to a whole new world, and we try to continue to do that.
So, who are your favorites as far as artists?
There's so many of them. I mean, there's
Well, your top few.
My top few favorite reggae artists. I was a big Third World fan. I was a big Steel Pulse fan. Of course, Bob. Who didn't like Bob? And I think Peter Tosh, because I think in Spirit Eye, that was one of my first big shows, was opening up for Peter Tosh when the front row was still around. And we opened up for Peter Tosh, so that was really nice. And you know, a lot of the reggae, you know, warriors that have been around for a long time, I really do like still. I still listen to them, and I love it.
That's awesome. Okay, now back to your favorite First Light story.
Yeah, funny story. Come on, Gino. Give it up.
I don't know if I have any.
Oh, come
that
on.
I can think of.
Maybe you can have a chance to think. No.
My favorite First Light story, my gosh. I'm being stumped here.
No funny road stories, nothing.
I mean,
Cubby Bear, nothing.
We just had such a good time
Peabody's.
with everything we you know, had accomplished and done, and every place we played, it was always a good time. So, I mean,
nothing ever funny happened on the road.
nothing that I said, oh, I remember when this happened.
Okay.
I just can't think of anything offhand.
Okay, we have to keep this PG or G.
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll have to have a special segment
Okay.
with your stories,
We'll add
your
this on later.
Yeah, your recollections. Is there anything you'd like to add, though, to say about, you know, what you're doing now? And
Well, like I said, right now, you know, we're doing, you know, Outlaws I&I, having a great time doing it, and we, you know, continue to do that, and we just want to continue to play and make people happy and get more people to come see it and have a good time, be part of the reggae family that we have growing in Cleveland, because that's what it's all about. It's just all about a good time and making good music. You know, when you have the right people, the right players, the right attitude, you make good music.
it's awesome.
It's very good.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome very much. I'm glad I could do this.
All right.
If I can think of that funny story, I will get back to you. I promise.
All right.
I will.